Howdy, howdy. Yep, howdy. What's up? Yep, I'm good. Uh, yeah. Hello, everyone. What's up? How are you? Yeah. What's going on? Yep. So, what's up? Yeah, I'm totally doing this. So, anyone seen any good movies lately? Yeah, I have. I mean, I have, but you know how that is. Movies are very subjective. Some of them. I mean, they're like really subjective. But you know, I've been watching Disney movies. Some of them. Some of them are good. It may surprise you. Some of them are very good. Yeah, it's like that though. Yeah, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. You know, with the movie so far is that. You know, but I've been watching movies. I mean, I watch horror movies too. You know, and the best movie I've ever watched was I know you're probably not gonna think, but the best movie I've ever watched based on a video game was Resident Evil. Yeah, because everything in the movie was like in the game, you know, so you were able to follow it really easy, you know, and you didn't have that much problem with following it because, you know, it was, how can I say, it was like the kind of game that, you know, you would play, you know, if you were really into horror, horror themed things, like you play Resident Evil, you know, one of my other favorite games is Doom. Yeah, I played Doom. Yeah, it's a really cool game. I mean, you can play it on PC. You can play it on. You can play it. You can even play it. You can play it on a tower, or you can play it on a laptop. But I played it on my laptop when I had a laptop, and it was pretty cool because not only do you get the stereo sound, but you know, it gives you that arcade feel. You know, so that. But yeah, you know, I've been looking into video games lately, and I would say that PlayStation 5 is like, well, it's so expensive nowadays. What I would do is I would wait. I would wait until like price go down a little bit, and then I'd get it. Then I'd get it. You know, because it doesn't make sense to pay $600 for a video game. It really does. But you find people that actually do that. Yeah, you find people that actually do that. They will actually pay $600 for a video game. Me myself, no. I don't think I will do that because I'm not that type of person that would do that. But you know how that goes. I mean, like, yeah. And I've noticed that my subscriber thing went down from 36 to 33. I lost. Okay, that's well, what can I say? When people say bad things about you, over the internet, you're gonna lose subscribers. So I really don't. It's like they say bad things about you, and your internet subscription rate just goes down. I don't know why it just happened, or it's just an app. Oh, but let's not get it. But back to the movie thing. I mean, V horror on YouTube has some pretty good movies. For them to be some of them to be fan edit or fan made, they're really good movies. I mean, they have a lot of jump scares in them, and some of them, you're like, oh man. I saw this one movie called Troll, right? And they had a carnivorous troll as the killer, and that movie had me looking around every corner. I was like, oh man, what's going on here? It was kind of crazy, but there you go. You know, I thought I was gonna take like a day off from YouTube, but you know, didn't want to lose any more subscribers. So there you go. I I'm just sitting here like, wow. But you'll find that when you do these like broadcasts and stuff on YouTube or Instagram, you get people that will come. You get people that will come on, and sometimes they be nice people, sometimes they won't. I mean, very rarely do I get somebody that's kind of nice. I mean, very rarely. But you know, I'll get someone and they'll come on, and next thing you know, they'll start saying stuff. But you know, it's all good because it's not me that's gonna get in trouble. It's them. So you know, I let them do whatever. Because I'm not gonna get in trouble. They are. I mean, that's how it is. But back to the games and the movies. I mean, some of these games that are based on some of these movies that are based on games. I mean, I know they're working on like this Macross live action Macross series. Based on a cartoon called Robotech. And I was just thinking, how are they going to do that? And and it got me really thinking. What if we could develop technology like that? What if we could someday leave our own planet and go other places and explore? And just or we could like dirt bike on the moon or something. You know, have like these little combat packs that transform from motorcycle to armor, and you're like this with your armor. You're like this one man fighting for it. You can do all kinds of stuff. In the armor, you can fly. I mean, it gives you like this speed. You can fly. You can run fast. You can high. You got pulse cannon. You got pulse cannon shoulder guns and all that. Hey Savannah, what's up? How you doing? How are you? I'm here. What's up? How's how's the baby? Yeah. I'm glad to see that. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you. Yes, I am. Good. Still sleeping. Hey, yeah, yeah, and you're cool too. Cool, cool. I mean, how was your day today? Was it okay? Hey, it's like, dude. If it's cool with you. So what's going on? I mean, you said your day was all right. Yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, dude, it is the coolest thing. It's the coolest thing. I mean, I mean, it is the coolest thing. I mean, well, So what's up? Did you go anywhere? Did you go anywhere today? Take the baby out and about. Yeah. Oh, you're good. That's good. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's like, I'm glad you're here. So what's up? So did you go shopping today? Yeah, probably did. I mean, did you go shopping today? Yeah, you probably didn't, or you probably played with the baby and stayed home. Oh, are you good? Hello? You're busy? Wow. Oh, wow. You must be busy. Hello, everyone. How are you? I mean, yeah. So, when, so, what happened? Did you go shopping with your mom or what? What's going on? Hey, Yeah. So you're good. Did you go shopping with your mom? Yeah, you probably did. Yeah, you probably went shopping with your mom. So what's going on? Yeah, it would be really cool. Yeah, that would be really cool if we could actually talk about it. You know, yeah, that would be so cool. I mean, yeah, hey, this is like, I don't know. So what's up? Yeah, at least, yeah. So what did you, yeah, yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. It would be so cool. I mean, like, yeah, but it's like anything else in this world, man. Sometimes you just gotta, here we go, here we go. Yeah, So, what do you think about that? Are you there? Yeah, you must be still there. Hello. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. Are you there? Yeah, it's like anything else. Yeah. Are you there? You must be busy. Yeah, you're busy, aren't you? Yep. Do you want me to? You're busy. Hello? Yeah, you're busy. But, oh, yeah. Let me check something right quick. Yeah. Yeah. Um, uh, yeah. I don't know what's going on. Yes, just like anything else. But you see any good movies lately? Any good horror movies I should be watching? Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. You know what? Hey, what's up? Hey, you want me to end it? Hello? No. I guess she's not on anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, hello, everybody.
What's going on?
Hey, Randy, the reason why I missed your live stream earlier today was because I was actually at a nearby coffee place getting a coffee.
Yeah, and it didn't. Yeah, and it didn't have internet.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, there's a coffee place near my house called Wake Up Call, and they do really good coffee. It's one of those smaller coffee chains, but it's one that's really it makes really good coffee.
Yeah. Yeah.
The coffee drink that I end up getting today from there is called the Double Decker. It's a mocha that has real peanut butter in it.
Oh, one of those. You and your flavored coffee, my boy. You and your flavored coffee.
I like I like mocha as my go-to coffee drink.
Yeah, well,
I don't I just don't like regular coffee with creamer.
sometimes I don't drink coffee with just creamer. I drink it with no creamer, no sugar. Oh, no, start nothing.
I'm not. I was looking at my
Nah,
tablet screen
I'm
trying to
just
find
kidding.
your second channel so I can on my tab so I can go into the chat of the live stream.
I was playing I was playing World of Warships with these guys. We got this gaming club put together, We do that online when we're online. But this is the thing though. Check it out. This is the thing, Colin. When we play online, we don't allow no kids to play with us because we don't want the drama. It's just adults playing, you know? It's just adults
Yeah.
playing. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. We don't allow no kids to be playing with us. It's just adults.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what, Randy?
What's up?
Anthony Mackie, who plays Falcon in the MCU, and who is now the new Captain America of the MCU.
Yeah.
He made a really dumb statement during an event about Captain America, saying that Captain America shouldn't represent America.
Why shouldn't he? Because they got
It's
Captain
in the
Britain.
freaking name.
No, but
And guess what? He got
no.
backlash for it, and now apparently Chris Evans, who plays the actual Captain America in the MCU, Steve Rogers, is now agrees with them, saying that sure, America being American is one of the things that he is. That's not the main thing that he represents. But
Yeah,
man, the way that Anthony Mackie said it made it seem like he said, "Oh, Captain America doesn't represent America."
yeah, but do you know how he became Captain America? He became Captain America because of a super steroid that they gave him.
Yeah, what's funny is Captain America was created during a war during the World War II, I think it was the
Yeah,
1940s. So he was created, but when he was originally created, he was created to represent America during the wartime.
yeah, but what I'm saying is they could have did a lot better with Captain America thing. They could have did a lot better, but they didn't want. They didn't want to waste the time doing things. The, the didn't want to just do things the hard way. They wanted to just They wanted to just be fast about it. When they created the Captain America thing, when they created the Captain America character, they didn't take into account when they first created the Captain America thing. They didn't take into account the kids that are going to be swayed by them. They didn't take into account, oh, Captain America is going to have a fan base and everything. They didn't take that to
You know what's
account.
funny? You know what's funny? Before the MCU, Captain America was seen as a big joke for a long time
He was a joke.
because of the fact that he was seen as a very campy, like just a very campy character.
Like Batman.
Yeah, and there was even that terrible live action Captain America movie from the 1980s that was
You talking about the
that
one with Rebel Brown, right?
not
And
the
Ronnie.
TV movie that was part of a TV series. No, I'm talking about a full on movie.
That's what I'm
And
talking about. Rebel Brown.
and
He played Captain America in both the movie and the TV series.
I'm not talking about that. There was a very terrible live action Captain America movie that came in the late '80s
Mhm.
that Red Skull was in, but it was
Oh,
so
oh, oh,
bad.
oh, oh.
And guess what?
That was the one.
Guess who
That was
also
the one
starred
from.
in it?
That was the
You
one
know the
from
guy who played the evil CEO of in
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Yeah, Ronnie Cox. Richard Cox.
He
Yeah,
and,
Richard.
and also played the villain in Total Recall.
Yeah, he played
He
the.
plays he played the president of the United States in this terrible Captain America movie.
But he was the president in the TV series too.
Yeah, except this movie was completely separate and had a different actor.
Yeah, they had way separate actor. They did two movies with Rebel Lee Brown. Really, it's
Oh,
one with
now I remember.
yeah, it's
Actually, it was
one with
from Actually, this movie was from 1990.
it's one where he's riding a motorcycle.
Yeah,
It's
this.
one where
Look,
he's riding an
I'm talking
actual
about this
motorcycle.
version.
Yeah, it's one where he's riding a motorcycle.
Yeah,
He's
except the
riding.
TV show and TV movies are ones that the Marvel wants people to forget about because of the
Oh,
fact that
they
his
want.
his
Oh,
shield
you
was
talking about?
plastic in the TV show, and his character was not was the character's origin was different from the comics and stuff.
You talking about the one. You talking about the one where the Captain America origin story was that they had him sitting in a chair and they were injecting him with all this stuff, and they
Yeah,
had to give him vitamins and stuff to make him these super vitamins to give him super strength and stuff. Talking about that?
yeah, yeah.
That's the movie that you're talking about. I remember that movie.
This
That movie.
movie was from 1990, and well, sure, the people. This movie is one that Marvel really wanted people to forget about because it was so bad that movie was apparently so bad that my Captain America was so patriotic and so campy in the movie that the movie ended up being made into a straight to DVD and straight to video release because no theater wanted to play it.
I know.
And also the thing about the live action Captain America TV series from the 80s or the 70s is that show also is another Captain America live action Captain America that Marvel wants people to forget because Captain America's origin was different in that TV show, and also his shield was literally made out of plastic.
Marvel always wants people to forget about Captain that movie. If they wanted people to forget about the movie, stop showing it. Seriously.
And what's funny is I've actually seen the Captain America movie from 1990. Actually, in fact, I checked it out from the nearby library one time, long time ago when I was still in high school.
Yeah.
And
the one that you're talking about is the one from 77.
Yeah, that TV show.
The one from 77. That's what you're talking about. He had a plastic shield, and his suit he was wearing the old Captain America suit. Remember, with the stars and stripes.
Yeah, but part of his mask was a bike helmet, I think it was.
Yeah, a bike helmet,
which was not comic accurate at all, and I think he wasn't even Steve Rogers. I think he was not someone other than Steve Rogers.
The one you're talking about is the one with the black guy, right?
What?
It's the one with the black guy. His name is Dr. Roland something. He became a Captain America, but they called him the Black Marble. He's a
no, not that. That's not the one I'm talking about. If I remember correctly, in the TV series and the TV movie, they slightly changed Captain America's origin and his name.
Because that movie came out, that was a storyline from the 1960s. Remember, because they redid it on they redid it on the Amazing Spider-Man. Remember?
Yeah.
On the updated version of Spider-Man when they had those power rings.
Yeah, and guess what? It even says that the TV series from 1979 is loosely based on the Marvel Comics character. Loosely based.
Yeah, but that you got to remember, the TV series that TV series was never supposed to be made. Seriously. It was never supposed to be made. Savannah. It was never supposed to be made. Seriously. Anybody who knows anything about Marvel and Disney, the representative of Disney, right, in a press release about the Avengers, said that movie should never have been made. The cartoon to it should never have been made. It was made but never shown.
Yeah, and
the character was featured on Spider-Man, though. Remember?
What's funny the thing is, it turns out though, if you remember, a lot of the live-action Marvel shows from the 70s and the 80s, a lot of them were actually set in the same TV universe because of the Bill Bixby Incredible Hulk TV series.
Yeah, they were all linked together.
So it turns out that the Incredible Hulk TV series actually started its own TV cinematic universe that predated the MCU by multiple years.
Yeah, but you got to remember.
If you think about it, it was basically the precursor to the MCU.
Yeah, it was, but you got to remember the Captain America I'm talking about came out '69.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
guess what? Those the Incredible Hulk the Incredible Hulk returns and the Trial of the Incredible Hulk were both supposed to be potential jump starts to potential spin-off TV shows that ended up
I
not
know.
happening.
I know. The Incredible
In
Hulk.
fact, they even had the actor who played who ended up playing Daredevil in Trial of the Incredible Hulk even signed a contract for a potential TV show spin-off about Daredevil. And yeah. And the only thing is funny
I think it's
how
like
so many
funny.
people don't know that have don't forgot that don't like that so many people
I
think
think
that the all black Daredevil suit was first introduced in the Man Without Fear comic book by Frank Miller,
the Black
but it was
Daredevil.
actually first introduced in live action years before in Trial of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, but you got to remember that movie, Trial of the Incredible Hulk, was out in 1977.
No, actually, wait.
Yeah, it was actually. It was out in 1977.
Trial
I
of the
mean,
Incredible Hulk, 1989.
oh, oh, you're not talking about. Okay,
I'm talking about the one with Daredevil that was then starred Bill Bixby as the Incredible Hulk.
okay, because they did. Okay, because they did one with. They did two of them, and I'm flashing back to the one on. The one that came out in 1977.
And it turns out the reason why I actually found out a couple years ago, I actually found out why they chose to give Daredevil an all black ninja like suit in Trial of the Incredible Hulk instead of his all red devil costume from the
Well,
comics. And it
well,
turns out the reason why he did that is because of how popular the 1989 Batman movie was at the time, and that
yeah.
Marvel was just trying to catch on to that some of that movie's success by giving Daredevil an all black suit for Trial of the Incredible Hulk.
What I mean, like, dude, it's like
And you know what's crazy is
what is crazy is that uh, let me address something real quick
yeah.
because I saw something on one of my broadcasts I didn't like. It wasn't a good thing. But you ever notice how when we do the live stream, even when we're just talking, I mean, even when we're
And get
talking, things happen. It's
uh
like, yeah.
oh Scott someone in the chat just said, "Is Colin going to do any vocal covers tonight?" Oh, I'm not. I don't know. It's actually 10 o'clock, 10:04 at night right now where I live, and I'm in the living room. My parents' bedroom is like right here, right in one next to it over here, and uh, my stepdad would probably be screaming at telling it to turn
We'll
it
do it
down or to be
We'll do it.
quiet because he has to work tomorrow.
We'll do it next time.
We'll do it next time in the during the day. Next time we do a live stream during the day, okay? Okay, Scott.
We'll do it.
Yeah, my stepdad has to get up for work at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I don't see how he do that because at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm not.
Because he has to go to work that early. You get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He has to go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning.
He's Batman. No.
Because of it's because of the work hours at his job.
Yeah, we both know he's Batman. Don't say nothing.
He works at this store, this place called Plaid Electric. It's over by the Columbia Center Mall, and it's a place that sells like electrical stuff, including light bulbs and stuff. Yeah.
Dude, no, I'm not having that. Colin, 86 this guy now. Seriously.
Okay, we're not having that.
Thank you.
Any person who says something negative about my parents like that, they're going to be removed from the chat. Remember, everybody, on my tablet, I can actually use my tablet to go into the chat of Randy's live streams and remove people from the chat.
We're seriously uncalled for, dude. Seriously uncalled for.
Yeah, uncalled for and pathetic. Just like all those toxic people who tried to impersonate my parents and stuff like that. That's also pathetic.
Yeah, so cut it out.
So cut it out, because any person who does that will be instantly removed from the chat by me.
Oh, don't think I can't do it. Don't think I can't do it. No, I'm different. But seriously.
Yeah, don't think that I won't remove them from the chat. They do that. I will remove them from the chat. They do that.
That remark was totally uncalled for. I apologize for that. That was totally uncalled for. And the remark should never have been made. And the next person who makes a remark like that will be out of here.
But speaking of the Incredible Hulk, did you know that when it came time to do the first Avengers movie, no one wanted Edward Norton to come back as the Incredible Hulk at all? No one wanted him because of how terrible of a person he was to work with when he was doing the 2008 Incredible Hulk movie. Yeah, apparently he was so bad. He talked back to the director. He wouldn't listen. He wanted lots of changes made to the script. Apparently, Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige wanted Bruce Banner to be more of a light-hearted type of person, but Edward Norton wanted the character to be always on the run and always like someone who's like always trying to be in the shadows and stuff, and
it's like crazy.
And originally Edward Norton was originally set to return as the Incredible Hulk for the Avengers, but that was scrapped. And even director Joss Whedon, who was directing the first Avengers movie, didn't want Edward Norton back. And
I heard that.
he,
This is what I heard from the person at Disney Studios. They said that Ed Norton was hard to work with. He always did things his own way. He never wanted to stick to the story. That's why they got rid of him.
yeah, I heard that he wanted lots of changes made to the script, and cause he wanted the script more. He wanted the script to be more comic book accurate. You know, like he wanted the character to be always on the run, always in hiding, and
the movie was comic book accurate.
But Kevin Feige and Marvel wanted the character to be a little bit more lighthearted. You know, and when Joss Whedon was directing the first Avengers movie, he wanted he he didn't want the character to be anything like any of the previous live action versions. Like he didn't want the character to be anything like Eric Bana's version, and he definitely didn't want the character to be like Edward Norton's version. So he decided to look to the Bill Bixby version of the character for inspiration, and that's why Mark Ruffalo's version seems more like Bill Bixby's version in many ways.
I was thinking, oh wow.
And originally they were going to have the Incredible Hulk be gray colored in the first Avengers movie, like he was in the original comic books. You know, before they changed him to green.
The Incredible Hulk was gray before he was green.
Yeah, in that I've even seen concept art, official concept art that was created for the first Avengers movie that actually showed the Incredible Hulk as green. But and it turns out if you look closer at the Incredible Hulk's skin in the first Avengers movie, you'll notice a slight grayish tint to it, indicating that his skin was originally gray, but they changed it back to green. And what's crazy is the funny thing is Mark Ruffalo happens to be really good friends with Edward Norton, so which is kind of ironic because which means that
this is the thing. This is the thing. When you're working for somebody doing a movie or doing a commercial, you have to do it exactly like they want you to do it, exactly how they wrote it.
Yeah, unless the director allows you to incorporate some of your ideas into the character into it, but
yeah, but he didn't ask the director. He just went ahead and done it.
That's yeah, and guess what?
What?
When Edward Norton was asked about whether or not he was going to be returning for the first Avengers movie or not, they had him lie to the public and say that no, he wasn't going to return. That he only did the one Incredible Hulk movie because it was something different that he'd never done. That he wanted to try something different. And that's all it was.
And the thing is like this. The thing is like this. The guy wanted to do things his own way, but he's not the boss of the movie. He's not paying for the movie. So he can't do things. That's one of the things Edward Norton didn't understand. You're not paying for the movie. You're getting a paycheck, yes. But you're an actor. You work for that man.
And the thing is, Edward Norton is like a very full on theater actor, and
no, don't worry about it. You'll never know.
and theater actor, and of course, and and did you know that it turns out when they were doing the first Avengers movie, Mark Ruffalo kept trying to get himself out of the part because he felt that he wasn't the right actor for the Incredible Hulk character, and kept trying to get Kevin Feige to fire him for the part, but Kevin Feige kept telling him, "No, you're the right you're the right person for the part. Just stop." And and when they were all at the premiere of the first Avengers movie, Mark Ruffalo met Stan Lee for the first time in a kind of a very funny way, which was he was being interviewed about the movie, and like he saw Stan Lee. I mean, Stan Lee saw him and went up right up to him and said, "Look, you were great in the movie. You were perfect." And that ended up putting Mark Ruffalo at ease a little bit, and made him more okay with playing the character. Don't you think it's funny though how they made Mark Ruffalo's version of the Incredible Hulk look completely different from Edward Norton's Hulk, even though they're supposed to be the exact same version of the character. Like they made the Hulk look more like Mark Ruffalo. I mean, it turns out they even included his teeth. When the Hulk was when the character was in Hulk form, and
it's crazy.
But in my opinion, they gave us a downgrade when Mark Ruffalo's Hulk became Smart Hulk in the Avengers Endgame. Like he was just no longer intimidating.
I'm just saying.
But is that you texting me just now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Incredible, and in my opinion, Mark Ruffalo was great as a Hulk, but when he's Smart Hulk in the Avengers Endgame, he just looked like Mark Ruffalo with green skin.
That's all
he just looked like a really tall, really buffed, big Mark Ruffalo with green skin. I'm sorry, it just looked like Mark Ruffalo with big muscles and green skin. It didn't really look like the Hulk to me.
It's crazy.
And if you look at him in the Avengers Endgame, it literally just looks like Mark Ruffalo, but really tall with big muscles and a big body and green skin.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And it turns out they didn't actually use motion capture for the Hulk in the Avengers Endgame. Turns out to create Smart Hulk for the Avengers Endgame, they just had Mark Ruffalo on set in a motion capture just so actors would know where he's standing and where to look at when they were speaking to him on camera. And they would just go and create a full-on CGI Hulk over his body that was completely CGI, but was created without motion capture. Yeah, I know this because I've seen this behind the scenes. because I actually have this Ultimate Avengers um, Blu-ray set that is like the Infinity Saga, called the Infinity Saga, which is like which is the movies that the Avengers movies, the Marvel movies that came after the first Avengers movies that lead to Avengers and Infinity War and Endgame, and also ends with Infinity War and Endgame. And yeah, and it turns out originally for all the scenes in Avengers Endgame, the Avengers Endgame, the whole originally for Avengers Endgame for the scenes where they're in the past, whether when they're like back in time in the year 2012 during the events of the first Avengers movie. Originally, they were going to use the same CGI assets that they from the first Avengers movie that they used to create the Hulk for the first Avengers movie, but they changed their minds because they felt that they could just use the newer effects to just recreate that version of the Hulk. And yeah, so that's what they did, is recreated the Hulk from script, actually made it resemble the 2012 Hulk. Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and guess what, Randy? There's actually the lead scene that leaked from Avengers Endgame that ended up being leaked onto the internet few months after the Avengers Endgame came to theaters, which actually shows Tony Stark in the afterlife and actually meeting the adult version of his daughter.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And,
I had to tell
the actress who was cast as the adult version of his daughter for this deleted scene was actually cast because Kevin Feige really liked her performance in that movie, in that murder mystery movie called Knives Out. Yeah, she played one of the characters in Knives Out. I forget her name, but she was also in the show 13 Reasons Why. But it turns out, when she was cast in the lead scene for Avengers Endgame, she was actually planning on going back to London, England, where she's from.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I forget her name. Oh, now I remember. Yeah, Catherine Langford is her name.
Catherine
Langford, and she, yeah, and and guess what? There was actually, in my opinion, there was one thing I didn't like about the last Ant-Man movie, right, which was that they recasted Scott Lang's daughter a second time instead of just using the adult actress, the teen actress who played his daughter in Avengers Endgame. And it's recasted her and replaced her with the actress who was mostly an unknown and was mostly just known for a movie a body swap movie that she did with Vince Vaughn, where she plays this outcast teenage girl who gets kidnapped by a psycho serial killer played by Vince Vaughn, and he uses this special magic knife to switch bodies with her. Yeah, and guess what? Apparently, but no one liked her in the last Ant-Man movie. Apparently, people thought she was very annoying and very rude, and was just not a good fit for his daughter. In my opinion, he could have just used the same actress from Avengers who played his daughter in Avengers Endgame instead of just recasting it. Like, don't you think that would have been a better thing to do?
What I don't get, why didn't the person just why didn't they just reuse the person that played the Wasp to be his adult daughter? That would have been the easiest thing to do.
But the thing is, though, remember, the actress who plays Wasp is in the movie, though.
Oh, dang. I didn't. Oh, man.
Remember? He's already stars in the movie. Merritt still playing Hank Pyme's daughter.
I know.
Who is Wasp, the Wasp.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, so that wouldn't have worked, Ray. Yeah, and also, his daughter was supposed to be a teenage girl in the last Ant-Man movie. In my opinion, he could have just reused the same actress who played her in the Avengers Endgame instead of just recasting her. And remember, it would make a lot more sense. And the reason why his daughter was a teenage girl in the Avengers Endgame to begin with is because of the big time jump between Infinity War and the Avengers Endgame. Because of because in the Avengers Endgame, it had been 5 years since the events of Infinity War. It has been 5 years since Thanos snapped his finger and erased 50% of all life throughout the universe.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They could have just and guess what? It turns out when they were promoting Avengers Endgame, Jon Favreau, who directed the first Iron Man movie, actually revealed that originally he felt that killing Tony Stark off in Avengers Endgame was not a good idea, and that because he thought there was more that they could do with the character, that there was more, that Robert Downey Jr. had some more Iron Man movies and Avengers movies in him.
But they're actually coming out with a TV show, like a live action version of Macross.
No. Okay.
Take this Joker out.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And 5-star Rising Army General. You are not the Rising Army General, and I'm calling right now, which means that the Rising Army answers to me, you dumbass, okay?
No.
Really smart ass people, like.
You don't want them to flag the broadcast. Yeah.
Really, having nerve to ask if I ever shut up. I have the right to talk if I want to, 5-star Rising Army General. So you can kiss my ass.
Colin.
If you're wondering what I'm drinking right now, everybody, it's actually cherry Coca-Cola Zero, but zero sugar though. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
zero sugar. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Yeah, thank you for hiding that guy. Yeah,
Yeah. I put in for timeout for 24 hours. I mean, really, the nerve of that, of these people like saying stuff
I'm
like that.
putting him in timeout for 24 hours too. Now he got 48 hours. Dude,
Okay, another smart ass person making a comment.
got him.
I did too. They were jamming Kingdom. Yeah, it really said. I bet you're probably told to shut up a lot.
Yeah, well, I got him.
No, I'm actually surprisingly no, I'm not told to shut up a lot, and that's just rude.
I got him. And I put him in timeout for another 24 hours.
Yeah, anyone who wants to anyone who comes in the chat and says something a smart ass thing like that to me is just gonna be removed from the chat by us.
Let's not even do that. Let's just try to have a good time without all this stuff, all this dumb stuff. Come on. We know.
Yeah. I'm just glad that I'm no longer having to deal with those target people saying stuff to my house under my name. I'm glad that they just gave up and moved on
And
to some
Scott
other person.
and Scott Caffarello, I'm going to remove you if you say one more smart thing. I'm not joking. Better, I'm just going to remove him now. Colin, take him out.
Me?
Take him out. Thank you.
Look. Yeah.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
be nice.
it's like these type of people are like, yay, let's make fun. Hey, let's harass the autistic guy.
No, it ain't going to happen because I try to be
I'm
nice.
autistic, everybody, but I can take criticism very well, thank you.
Yeah, but I try to be nice to
Remember,
you.
everybody, when I was a kid, I was bullied because of my ADHD, so I'm used to it. But I do not take kindly to harassment by toxic people. No.
And I don't take kindly to smart answers. So I
That's because I'm autistic. Doesn't mean I'm weird. Doesn't mean that being autistic doesn't mean I deserve to be harassed by smart ass people. It, I'm obviously a very successful person. Okay, another smartest person.
bye
Victim
bye.
card. Really, giving me dropping the victim card. Screw you. Okay.
Better yet, we'll do you one better. You put them on. Yeah, I think I should do this. I think I should put them in timeout for 116 minutes. What do you think? 116
Yeah.
hours.
Not didn't tell you, but there are some people being smartasses in the chat and trying to irritate me though, and we're having to remove them. But other than that, we're talking about Marvel instead.
Yeah, I mean, we're like having a good time talking about Marvel. I can remember. I can remember when Marvel first came to be, and the X Men weren't called X Men at first.
Yeah, they were called the Mutants. But
Yeah,
yeah, I know that, right?
they went from the
They were
main.
originally called the Mutants, but Stan Lee decided to change their name to the X Men because he felt that no one would really know what a mutant is, but he felt that they would know what an X Men is.
I know. I remember. I remember when Jean Grey used to be called Marvel Girl.
Yeah, in and it was funny. Originally, when Wolverine was first created, he wasn't even He wasn't a mutant originally. Did you know that, Ray? Yeah, I found out the other day. It turns out in his first appearance, which had him fighting the Hulk, he was not actually a mutant originally.
Wolverine.
Yeah, he didn't become a mutant. They didn't make it. Marvel didn't make him a mutant until they decided to add him to the X-Men comic books.
You mean until they decided to make him? Until they decided that Canada needed a super soldier, so they made the Wolverine. They made the
Yeah.
fucking X.
So it wasn't until he was added to the X-Men comics that they decided to make him a mutant. When he still had his solo comic book series called the Wolverine, he was just basically a failed samurai who was Canadian and had metal claws that could come out of his knuckles that he would use to slice people to death, and was just a very violent person.
I was telling my friend when we were talking about Marvel the other day.
Guess what, Ray? Recently Hugh Jackman was asked about when he and Ryan Reynolds were being interviewed about Deadpool and Wolverine recently, and
Yeah.
they asked Hugh Jackman now that Wolverine is basically now that he's basically Wolverine in the MCU, what Marvel character would he like to fight in secret, possibly in Secret Wars? And he said, because it was in his first appearance, I gotta say the Hulk.
Spider-Man never fought Wolverine. Spider-Man never fought any of the X-Men.
Do you know that yet? So Hugh Jackman actually said that he would like to fight the Hulk. It if he ever get a chance to, because it was part of Wolverine's like first appearance. When he was first introduced and was shown in the brown and yellow suit.
Yo, I'm gonna have to call this, but I'll pick it up again when I go live.
Yep. So thanks for watching, everybody.
All right.
Yo. And remember, everybody, if any smart ass person comes into the chat of one of our live streams and wants to be as smart and say smartest things about involving me or my parents, they will be removed from the chat by me instantly.
Bye, Jen. Bye, guys.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.